Hi, this is Vicki Romaine with Cheerful Greetings, and today we're going to do some fall cross stitch. It's funny how things from one craft tend to go to another craft, and we also do sewing on journals, and a cross stitch would be another item we could do that runs over into the sewing field. Okay, I'm going to show you the way I make a card that has this on it so that you'll have an idea of how it can be used. First, I'm going to take my scissors here. Now, the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to do the cross stitching here. And if I cut this out, I don't want all of those little dots. So let's cut it out. And if you notice, I'm cutting an image that has a lot of blank space, and that's what you want. This will only take a minute to cut our arrow out. Now this would look nice if I were stamping, and this is a stamp, by the way. If I were stamping on something, I'd want those little dots. But in this case, I want to make it kind of like a die cut. And that's how I cut it out. Almost through with this. Now I'm going to use this arrow first on a junk journal, and then we'll do something else on a card. Okay, this is a scrap now, and it's big enough that I can put my arrow on it. In fact, why don't we just cut the extra off to begin with? Okay. This black piece of material on the table is a piece of screen door. It's almost like fabric. It is so soft, but it has the screen door appearance. Now you can either make this with a ink dauber or stiff stenciling brush, but you want something fairly stiff. You don't want a watercolor brush or anything like that. And I put this on top. And I get me a dauber here. And I just pounce on it. And you can make the cross stitch as dark as you want by keeping on dabbing the ink on. Main thing is try not to move your screen door, or your screen, shall we say. Okay, now let's see what we have. And here's my arrow. Now, it's darker on one end than the other, and in the center it's kind of light, but that's fine. I have another one here that I have done. It's probably a little darker all the way. I'm not sure I used the same ink pad, but I think they're pretty close. Well, in any case, let me show you how I'm going to use it. And this is a junk journal. And there's a piece of book page in here that is a dictionary page. And let's see what we wanted to point out. Well, we'll just put it in here and have it pointing at one of the definitions. And then we'll glue it in here, like that. Okay, that's that. Now I'm going to show you how I make this card all the way through, because I have had a couple people ask me, well, how did you stick something to the cardstock? And I hadn't shown using the Xyron X. So that's what I'm going to do this time, and show you how this is used, because there's a lot of people who've never used it. I have a piece of ribbon here, and this is the best thing to use for a piece of ribbon, and it just happens that this is the exact size as my Xyron. So you push your paper or ribbon or whatever you've got down in there. Sometimes the end is a little wrinkled, so you have to adjust for that. I'll show how to do the ribbon in the Xyron. First, I'm going to measure my card, and I want it just a little further than the width of the card. And this is the exact size that is the max that you can use in here. And we'll take it, you take it through there and just pull this out. And you pull it out to the end of the ribbon. It's sticking out. Then you tear it off. Now you have glue on the back of the ribbon. Okay, here's the cover. Well, for some reason, only half of it came off. Let's get the other half down here. Okay, here's that cover sheet. Didn't want to come off at first. Okay. Okay, next thing we're going to do is decide where we want this. I kind of want it in the bottom half. So, let's take a ribbon off. And if you remember, we cut it longer than the card. Okay. Now we trim the excess off. Okay, we've got that. Now I'm going to show you what I did with my letters. And these are my letters here. I'm going to do I'll do one, and that will give you the idea. So that's Okay, and you want to make sure you have the front side of your letter, and you can kind of tell whether it's smooth or not. These are die cuts now, and what I'm going to do is put my screen on top of it, and we'll use the same color since it's here. Okay, and here is my letter. And we'll glue that down. Now, my basic card is just about finished now. And you see that I'm putting a little weight on top of the letters so they will stick down permanently. And I think the letters go perfectly with the ribbon. Okay. Now that we have our word down for hugs, it's kind of plain, so let's dress it up just a little bit. I have in here a couple of flowers. There we go, that kind of dresses it up. I have another one here that I previously did. Like this. Yeah, I did pick up a different shade of red, but it doesn't matter, they're not going to the same people. And you can put something inside that might be appropriate. And then we've got a arrow here. Now here's arrow. And that goes on there.
Here my samples of fall cross stitch, and I hope you like the idea of having a cross stitch on your page, even though it's not the real thing. And you can use them both on journals and cards. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today. If you did, please come back and see me and see what else I have in store for you. In the meantime, have a great crafty day. And don't forget, please subscribe. Bye.